targeted individuals. I put a new light bulb in there. It's a little different color. That's all I had. Um, Trying to increase my budget. Of course, gang stalkers don't want that to happen for any of us. That's why they have us in destitute situations, most of us. Living with family members or being targeted at work. I've dealt with all of that. Family members, work, and I still deal with it. But now they're switching it more to technology, and they're giving me technology issues. Anything that you're focusing on and you're trying to really gain momentum in, I've noticed, is what they're going to try to prevent. What they try to amplify the hard time that they're giving you on. That's going to be their focal point, their point of interest. That they're going to be, that they seem to be, they're always more interested in that. Why? Because it prevents you and it could discourage you to the point of quitting, which is what I've done. I'm at the point now where I just have bounced back and I don't care. I'm taking courses regardless, certifications. I'm going a smarter route before I go back to college again. I'm not just jumping too heavy into things and too fast and getting overwhelmed. But a lot of that's in your mind. Your mind has more capacity and brain power than you think it does. And when you unlock certain parts of your mind, you can unlock more memory space, kind of like RAM or terabytes in a computer or laptop. But there's a lot of ways, like, one second, let me put you back in my speakers. And I've had weird stuff like this happening for years now. This is more documentation. I've had stuff reappear on me, disappear. Like I'll set something down, like I'll set something like this down, and I'll come back and it's gone. I'll turn my back and it's gone. I won't even leave the room. This can be anywhere I go. Or I'll do something and one of my lighters, this happens a lot with lighters and other stuff, car keys, anything and everything that's object related, that's tangible, physical format. So I'll grab like a lighter. I'll grab, say, 2 of them will be on my bed or something. I'll grab that, my car keys if I have them, and I'll dip. Right before I hit the door, or right when I get in my car, I don't have my car keys. And that's the, you know what, if you expose too much your weaknesses to the gang stalkers, that's not my weakness. I haven't been known to lose stuff either. I used to when I was younger a little bit, but I haven't been that way for a long time. I just want to reiterate. So yeah, you just got to sack up or if you're a woman, we all have to just level up on this crap and persevere. Depending on the level of your targeting, seriously. And it comes in waves, it seems like, and it comes in maybe in waves, but it also seems randomly planned out. It's planned out like on this day, he'll be working on this. He's already verbalized it. We heard it. Now we're going to attack him in this area because we don't think that he'll be ready for all the digital issues we're about to give him. We don't think he'll be ready for all, or the person, whoever that will be prepared for this area, because they're focused over here. They're focused on getting these 5 things done today, 10 things, whatever it may be, and a bunch of small stuff in between or after. And they don't care. They're going to get a slew of those things that you're trying to complete prevented. They're trying to silence your voice. That's why a lot of you feel like there's too long of wait times, or they just don't answer at all. There's some departments. Now, Kevin Trudeau was jailed for this, but he was saying and explaining in his book Natural Cures, and everyone said he was a criminal. The same way they're saying I'm a criminal. You know, he was an Italian dude, not honking my own horn, but yeah, I'm Italian. I mean, it doesn't matter what you are. I'm white. I'm an American. I was born in America. I don't care. You guys want to get to know a little background about me. In keeping these videos professional, I'm trying not to cuss anymore. At first, though, I mean, when I first started doing this, it had been a lot of bottled up anger that I had felt towards these people, and I try to let that go and let God. Doesn't mean you can just let them do what they want to. You can't just let them just toil you around and push you around, make you. The whole goal also in the bigger scheme, on top of all these things, is all made to make you look inferior and to feel bad and hard on yourself. And to make it seem like you just did make the cut, or you just didn't do this, or you just didn't do that, or you're doing too much. You're mental, you're bipolar. I've been told that here in this apartment. I've been told every morning for about 3 months straight, you're bipolar, you're bipolar, you're bipolar. I was like, I'm not bipolar. And by the way, most mental illnesses don't even exist. So just letting you know that. Just letting you know that it was a fabrication that the government's been telling us for a long time, that people are mentally ill. When in fact, they are just now discovering, they say this, right? They're just now discovering that science and metaphysics, there is a connection, but we can't prove God. There are some things in the world that we just can't prove. Yeah, because there's spirits that made this stuff. There's God God overall made everything. God made the devil. He made Lucifer, was his first name, from what we all know. Satan, Lucifer. I watched that movie or that show recently, Lucifer Morningstar. I think there's a connection there probably with. They say that's the meaning of Lucifer, by the way, for you, those of you that didn't know this, targeted individuals, is light bearer. The one who bears true light. That is a lie. The people that are demonic and that you know are demonic people, when you look at them, they don't have light. Okay? They're mad at you that you do. And that's why they're targeting you. They're mad at you that you have light. And look, there's Lucifer right there. This is their depiction of Lucifer. It's probably not too far off. We still, look, gotta love the name of that. We steal secrets. They've been doing that. Then I thought for a few days, I thought about this a while too. I thought about, not a while, but I thought about obviously this before. And that is, they've been doing this probably for way longer than technology even existed. Yeah, and they have. When you look back in history, they've eradicated people out of towns, ran them off and then killed them, ran them off and totally depleted them, made them go to a shelter. They had to go to a shelter. I'm going to turn on The Hangover, something random, just white noise. Kind of reminds me of when I was like 20 years old, 19 years old, this show. That's about the age I was. How old was I? Let's see, 2009. Yeah, I was about 21. No. I was still a teenager, man. I wasn't even out of high school yet when this movie came out. That movie was the shit. You know, this is the Legendary Pictures original Hangover. This is what I do, man. I work. I watch Netflix movies. I work out in this room. Because if I go to that stress center or not, if I go to that workout center, not stress out center, see, they'll do a play on words. I've noticed that if you do lose something or you do misplace something, which I sometimes I do, and sometimes you know what it all is from that misplacing. If you're not a person that's prone to it, like I'm not, it's the distraction. It's kind of like, look over here. Oh, what you just were looking for is right over. They'll do subconscious subliminals, I think, to get you thrown off so that you lose the focus on yourself and that you're focused no longer on your entire body and everything on it and everything that you need. And they divert your attention subliminally in many different ways. It's done. It's like kind of like CIA mind tricks that people will try to play with you on the higher levels. Now on the dumber levels too, with just people that seem to be involved, and they are, and then they're right now they're all backing off. I don't know if it's because of the videos or they're waiting, or they're just like, they always tell me this, the problem is always within yourself. The animosity, the conflict, Michael, is always your fault. You're always the one. It's always your outlook that's causing that. And it's always your fault. It's not your fault for believing that people are actually doing these things and have done, and then now they want to back off and prevent and act like, now that you're acting a little more pissed instead of Mr. Nice Guy all the time, which is not what I'm going to do with anyone. I'm not going to be Mr. Nice Guy. You can get hurt for being too nice. And you will get ran over for being too nice in this world, especially as a targeted individual. It's a competitive market. It's markets. It's a competitive world altogether. People act when I see them on the road pissed off when they're driving. They act all mad and angry and frustrated. You know, why couldn't it? They're just like so upset. And I get it. It's COVID. It's some of their civil rights are being suppressed. Some people are being silenced. Some people are being forced to move and just their back is against the wall, or they're just it's like throwing a cat at a wall and it's just clawing the shit out of that wall, trying to grab onto something. That's the comparison that I'm really, really am making. But man, set up cameras, do what you have to do. Get a vape. If you want to stop smoking, obviously do the obvious. I actually found this very effective for anyone. Putting on a 21 milligram Nicoderm patch. I have one right on my arm where it cusps right here in between the muscles, where the muscles it's able to grasp on and perfectly shape and mold around the muscles. Doing that 21 milligram and hitting this vape, man. And I'm feeling like I don't even want to say, I smoked one or two cigarettes a day. That was it. This is how I quit last time personally. And one of my doctors told one of my family members, they mentioned that to them. That's actually a pretty good idea. And it actually is, man, because you're still getting the oral fixation, but you're also getting more nicotine pumped into your body, so you're smoking less of what you're already trying to get off of, on top of just vaporizing, not smoking. So it's way healthier for you. I mean, I don't know how healthy vapes are. Some of them leak and stuff, but I'm getting off everything soon. Nicotine patches, everything. I might stay on those for a good solid month or two at most, and then that would be it. And then I'd be scotch-free off nicotine. Get that out of my life. So if you know you have some blockages, or you've consumed, thought about, or I've had days where I consume alcohol because I'm mad and I feel like I'm being remotely neural monitored, and I'm trying to throw it off the same way I'm trying to throw off a polygraph. And I came to that conclusion recently. I don't know if it does. Obviously, they would know. I think it does, because it feels like my thoughts become clearer sometimes if I just have one or two tall boys and a week. And if alcohol was healthy, I would drink it every single day, but I just can't. And I'm not going to become an alcoholic. And I was never an alcoholic. So people that want to lie, I mean, I kind of was at one point, but not really. I was just really a binge drinker. I drank as much as I could, way too much to get fucked up. So with that, I'm going to sign off. You guys have a great night or a great morning or day. Bye.